Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the April Shop My Stash 2022. Hello. Today I'm going to do a pink and blue look, I believe, and I actually filmed picking the makeup that I'm going to use, so it's like, I don't know, kind of like a more Shop My Stash experience. Someone left a comment on I think my last one, and I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I should fucking do that. So thank you for encouraging me to do that. So, it's the first time I've ever done it. I don't know if it like worked out. I filmed it on my phone, so if the audio is bad, that's why. Let's just cut to that now, and then we'll get on to doing my actual face. Okay, so let's pick my makeup. Oh my god, I've never done this before. Now, absolutely do not judge my makeup storage, okay? How dare you? It's just not organized. Anyway, so this is my base drawer. And I'm not gonna pull anything from here because I don't really have a ton of, like, things are mostly the same. Anyway, okay. Let's see. I think I already have a different idea. This is some blush and highlight, all my highlights. So, I think I have a different plan for blush and highlights. I'm not gonna use anything from there. This is my fucking catch-all drawer of shit. Now, from here, maybe I'll use this Merit cream blush because I've been really into it recently, but not 100% sure yet. I want to use, these are Colourpop pigments that I literally never use. So I know that I want to use this one. This is a blue one, and then I might try to use this one as a highlighter, but I'm not 100% sure about that yet. Blush, I'm going to use, I think, a blush palette. And then again, I don't think I want to use any, these are just my bullet lipsticks, but I don't think I want to use any of these. Okay, super exciting so far. So this is my like face palette drawer. I think I'm gonna either use, let's see if I can open this with one hand. This is the BH like Flower Power blush palette. I might use this, or there's a e.l.f. palette in here somewhere back here. Okay. This is an e.l.f. blush palette that I might try to use as well. And then maybe if that Colourpop pigment doesn't work, I'm gonna use this power highlighter from this power palette because I need to use it more. And then for lips, so this is the worst drawer of them all. This is just my lips all fucking jumbled. This is an old Colourpop blotted lip in the shade Zuma. It might be too peachy though, so I'm gonna grab this other Colourpop. This is a lip gloss, the Ultra Glossy Lip in Fairy Floss. Maybe I'll use this. Yeah, I might use that, or maybe I'll use this. This is the really old fucking grody ass lippy stick in Tootsie. So Colourpop picks. Okay, so let's move on to palettes now. Okay, hold on. So again, my palettes are just in this like bookshelf here. Again, please, no judgment, okay? I think I'm going to pick some Juvia's Place palettes because I haven't used them in a while. I want to do blue and pink today, so I'm gonna try to pick some blue and pink. So I know that there's deeper blues in the Magic Mini. And then maybe I'll grab the Warrior 3. There's a blue in there. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to grab from a different brand for dark pinks. I know the Deuce has some pinks, so maybe I'll keep it at that. And then for deeper pinks, what palette do I want to grab? Maybe let's move on down over here to Colourpop. Maybe I'll take Colourpop Good Sport because I haven't used this in a while, and I know that there's like a deep kind of burgundy shade in here. And I think that should be it. Okay, so like I said, priming and like base and stuff isn't really like different because I pretty much do the same thing every time. I'm gonna start with the Huda Beauty Matte Perfection Pre-Makeup Base and put this, I focus it in my T-zone, but I'm putting this all over my face. And then I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer and put this all over my face as well. I don't know how anyone looks good putting primer on their face. I don't know, but I look exceptionally bad. And then I'm going to try to squeeze as much as I can out of this little sample of the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Pinklite. It's pretty much done, but I can just squeeze a little bit out. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay, that might be the last bit I get out of that tube. For foundation, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. It's what I've been using a lot recently. I've been enjoying it, and I'm kind of trying to unofficially use it up. And then just blend it in. Obviously. Okay, so I'm going to use the Beauty Bay Brush Up Brows Brow Soap. I've been using it just for something different. I still stand by the fact that I prefer regular soap, but I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to switch it up. And I've been liking to actually like spray directly into this little container. This is just water. I don't use setting spray or anything. Although sometimes it does get too wet. But anyway, okay. And just brush this through my brows. Okay, so while my brows are setting, I'm going to take the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, my beloved, and put this on my lids to prime for eyeshadow. And then I'm going to take a little bit of concealer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer, which is new to me. And I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of that in the inner part of my eye just to conceal before I put eyeshadow down. And then I'm going to take a lip balm. This is the Florence by Mills Glow Yeah Lip Oil, which is not good. But I'm trying to use it up, so. Okay, so let's zoom in. And do and I look together. I'm gonna do blue in my outer corner. So I'm gonna start with the Juvia's Place Magic Mini Palette. And I'm going to start with the shade Ife, which is almost like an indigo shade. It's quite purple actually, but I haven't used this in a really long time. Wait, what am I doing? I haven't done my brows yet. Okay. Backtrack. I knew I was forgetting to do something. Now I'm going to fill my brows in using the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in Auburn. And I'm just going to quickly fill my brows in. What the hell is wrong with me? Now I'm going to go back to eyes. So I'm just going to take this shade and stamp it right on my outer corner and connect it through my crease. I'm not going to lie to you. Not entirely sure what happened with this eye. I'm sure it will come together though. But you can see how it's like almost like a, well, not almost, it is basically an indigo shade. It's actually really beautiful. And now I'm going to go into the Colourpop Good Sport palette and take the shade Reckless. I think this is what I want to use. Oh, you know what? This might be too red. So I kind of take it back. This might be like too, not necessarily too red, but like too browny burgundy. I need just like a brighter red. You know what? Maybe I'll take the shade Jezebel from the Juvia's Place Nubian 2. This also might be the same issue though. But I want to say the Juvia's Place shade has a little bit more purple to it and less brown. So I'm going to use this. And then we're really mixing it up with a whole bunch of Juvia's Place palettes here. We'll kind of just see how it goes, honestly. So yeah, I'm taking the shade Jezebel, and then I'm just going to stamp this on the inner part of my eye. I also don't know if this is going to be as deep as I want it to be, but we'll see. Okay, so for my blue side, I'm going to take this blue shade, the shade Gola from the Warrior 3 palette. And I'm going to blend this out. This is gonna, I wonder if this is gonna look more purple, honestly. But I'm going to just blend the edges of the E-Face shade out. I don't necessarily want to go over and like cover the whole shade up. You guys, I gotta say, it's been almost 2 weeks, like a week and a half-ish at this point of being unemployed, and I am thriving. It's been honestly so nice. It was the best decision I ever could have made to quit my job. And I've been applying tons of places, but it's just, I think I like being unemployed too much. I don't know if that's bad to say or not, but obviously I need a job and I like my field and I need to work, but it's been nice to just like devote time to doing what you like really love. Not that I don't really love what I do, but it's not like the same, you know? It's still work. Like, you still gotta do shit you don't want to do a lot of times, so. I'll definitely have to tone this side down because, and now my eyebrow is just straight up blue. Lovely. This side blended out exactly how I wanted it to. Not entirely sure what happened over here. Okay, so I'm gonna take the shade Fenty from the Warrior 3 palette. I think the Deuce palette pinks are like, this is too light for me, what I want. This is a purple, and then there is a pink in the Magic Mini, but it's more like super warm and salmony, so I don't really want that either. So Fenty is kind of giving me what I want, and I actually use these two shades all the time together. Like this blue and this pink from this palette. Probably my most used shades from this palette by far. I'm still taking a break from Juvia's Place. Honestly, I don't know if I'll ever buy from them again. I'm not sure. It's hard to say, which is sad because I do really love their products, or their eyeshadows at least, but hopefully they can get their shit together. So I've gone back and forth and blended a little bit. I'm gonna leave it here for now and then come back to it, the blending, I mean. But now I'm gonna do, in the center of my lid, this Colourpop Loose Pigment. They don't make these anymore. This was in collaboration with Kathleen Lights forever ago. This is in the shade The Crab. I never use these. Like, they're just, I have so many good eyeshadows that loose pigments really just don't spark my interest. But I haven't used these with a glitter glue before, actually, I don't think. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna use the NYX glitter glue as usual, and I'm going to put this right in the center of my eye. I'm feeling kind of nervous. I'm excited. And I'm just gonna, I guess, take that, I think I'm gonna get followed from this, but I'm just taking this loose pigment, I just fucking stuck my brush in here. And I'm going to, put this on the glitter primer. That's pretty. That's a good reaction. That's what I wanted. All right, I guess I could get down with this. that's really sparkly and beautiful. And it's a really pretty like periwinkle blue color. All right. It's definitely not super opaque though, because you can definitely see my skin show through. I wonder if I could just build that up. I mean, it's not bad. I don't mind it, but very nice. Okay, I'm gonna do that on the other eye. Okay, let me put this lid on before I accidentally knock it and spill it everywhere. Now I'm going to take the deeper shades that I use on my inner and outer corners. So taking Ife now, let me just, and merge this, just blend this into the lid shade. Where I'm at now, I'm going to take the shade Cassie from the Magic Benny, which is basically just like a color of my skin tone shade, with a little fluffy brush and just blend over the edge of my shadow, because I definitely have a lot of blend going on, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can take this loose pigment and take maybe a little bit on my finger. I don't know if this is gonna really work. Just to see if I can intensify it a little bit, help with like the blend and the placement. I just really like to do this with my shadows. All right, that worked. It is a really, really beautiful shade though. It has like a periwinkle purpley like color to it, but then it has like a pinky purpley shift as well. It's like a duochrome, so it is really pretty and really sparkly. It's just kind of a bitch to use, you know. Okay, so now let's zoom out a little bit and finish my face up. So I'm going to use that same Milani concealer, the Conceal and Define Longwear concealer, Conceal and Perfect rather, and put this my under eyes, all my concealer areas. It's a little bit yellow, but I don't find it to be too bad. At first I was like, oh, this is going to be so matte and like it's going to be super quick dry down and I'm not going to be able to like blend it out, because I hate when concealers do that. I literally cannot comprehend how people like let their concealer set on their face and then blend it out. It stresses me out to even see, but it actually blends out well and it lasts quite well. It's a really, really nice lasting concealer, but I've only been using it for about a week or so. And it has also quite good coverage. But I am going to still take my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer and just conceal the worst of my pimples. Now I'm going to use the KVD Beauty Liquid Gel Contour in the shade Fair Cool. I'm almost out of this actually. I was like, oh wow, this is lasting me forever. And then the next day it was like, this is basically done. You know when you're like scraping the sides of a product to get it out? I like it, but it hasn't, like there's something about it that hasn't wowed me. I don't know what it is. Let's use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Tan Lines for cream bronzer. I really like how neutral this bronzer is though. It's not super orange or yellow or red. It's just like a nice neutral bronzer, which for me is perfect. And I am going to use the Merit Cheeky or Cheek color in the shade Cheeky. It's a little cream blush. I've been using it with my finger recently actually, and I've been enjoying it because I'm all about the cream blush recently, which is a little bit crazy for me because I I have been so against cream products for so long, but I don't know what it is. I'm finally succumbing to the trend, like how a year and a half too late, but anyway. So I'm not super well versed in like cream products to know if this is like a super amazing one compared to other blushes that are out there, but I, as kind of a cream blush cream product novice, enjoy using it. I find it easy to use. I've used it with a brush and my fingers, and I like it both ways. I like the color too. It's like when I've powdered and stuff, I think it looks like a very natural, just like flush. And it's marketed as being like a light, like cool toned pink. But I find on me, at least on my skin tone, it has like a berry quality, which I definitely don't mind at all. But it's a very just like fresh, nice color. I don't know, I like it a lot actually. I'm just gonna go over this with my sponge, like just my cheeks, just to make sure that everything's like meshed together because I have put so many cream products on. Let's look up close. Oh yeah, looks fine, looks good. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do my powder now. I'm gonna take my trusty Maybelline loose finishing powder in Fair and bake with this. Just putting it on the like basically sides of my nose, like inner part of my cheek. This is where I get the most oily. And on my chin and on my forehead. And then under my cheekbones. I'm gonna take my Hourglass, whatever this powder is, an Ethereal light, and just brush this away. I'm gonna take my pressed powder. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte. And set the rest of my face. And then go back in with my Hourglass powder. One more time. Sorry to anyone who has dry skin. I'm just gonna finish my lower lash line now. I'm going to take these shades, like the dark blue and the darker, like burgundy. Well, it's not really a burgundy. I guess it's more of like a plummy shade. Anyway, I'm gonna take the shade Ife and put this on the outer part of my eye, on my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take Jezebel and put that on the front part of my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna blend out with each of the lighter shades. So this is the shade Gola, the blue, and blend this part of my eye out. Okay, my camera cut out, not sure where, but I just finished my lower lash line. I just did the same thing on the top and bottom, on the bottom as I did in my top lid, you know. Now I'm gonna take a teeny tiny bit of glitter primer and put this in the center of my lower lash line. And then take a little bit, oh my god. I was gonna do this with my finger, but okay. There we go. And just put that pigment over the top. I think this would be really nice to layer, like, because it's a little bit sheer. Like, it would be nice to like do one shadow. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, that might just have to stay there. One shadow all over the lid and like layer this on top because it's like nice and sheer and sparkly. It's coating my eyelashes. I'm sure it's in my eyeball. And can I brush this away? Kind of. There we go. And then finally, there's no black in any of these, okay. Finally, I'm gonna use the Saharan palette from Juvia's Place and take the shade Chad, which is a black, because why not use a fourth palette? And then use this to deepen my inner and outer corners. Okay, and now just for shits and gigs, I'm gonna take the shade Iman, which is this icy blue. Put this on my brow bone. Okay, let's finish up my face and then we'll be done. So I'm going to take this Colourpop pressed powder bronzer. I'm pretty sure this is in the shade Private Party. I'm trying to pan it because I'm on my journey of trying to pan pretty much most of my bronzers. I'm just gonna do a light dusting of this because it's not the right shade for me. Now I'm gonna spray my face using the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. Highlighter. Okay, so I'm gonna try to maybe use this highlighter. This is again a loose pigment in the shade Redzone, which is just a champagne. Let's swatch it on the back of my hand. It's just gonna be glittery. Is it gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be too warm. Whatever. I'll try to make it work. I'll try to make it work. Committed to the shop my stash, you know? I'm really not sure. I think I'm just gonna pretend like this is a loose highlight. So I'm just gonna dink my, holy shit, okay. I'm gonna dink my little brush in, tap it off a lot, and then, yeah, that's just sparkle, but it works. And I'm just tapping it off into the cap as well. Oh no, that's too much. Oh my god. No, I'm covered in glitter everywhere. Alright, well at least I know that this is a way that I could potentially use this product. And this is a way that I could actually use up a pigment for sure, because you do use more on your face, obviously, than using it as like a one eyeshadow. It's definitely a lot, but when am I not a lot with my makeup is the question. So the two blush products that I have, either the e.l.f. or Beige blush palettes. Let's see, Beige I haven't used as much. I could use this like bright pink here, or there's the e.l.f. one. I could use either of these two. I'm kind of leaning more towards this shade from the e.l.f. palette. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna use this top one. I think I already said that, but it has like almost a purpley undertone. So I actually don't hate this e.l.f. palette. I think it's not like amazing, but it's pretty good considering the price and how affordable it is and stuff. And it has blush shades that I like to use, but I never reach for it, like ever. I always forget about it. The only time I use it is when I'm like, I have to use that, you know? But I enjoy it when I do use it. I just don't know why I don't reach for it. I think it's just because the packaging is nothing exciting at all. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna take the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt Gel Mascara, run this through my brows, and then take Freck and do some freckles. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to finish up my eyes, do my lips, maybe blend the edges of my eyeshadow a little bit more, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. Alright, this is my finished look. On my lips I have the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao. I blended it out with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Sandstorm, and I have the Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Zuma. I just wanted to neutralize it a bit. I was worried it was going to be too peachy. But I really like the way this look turned out. I was doubting it a little bit in the middle, but I'm really happy with it. And I truly used, I don't know what that sound was, and I truly used all products that I haven't used in a really long time and that are quite frankly old. Like, I use these, or I used to use these a lot a while ago, and I bought them a while ago, and they're definitely products that I haven't used in a bit. And it's always so nice when you have products you haven't used, you pull them out and you like make a look that you really like. I don't know. I just don't think like I use enough palettes. So next time I'm gonna have to incorporate like another one, I think. But yeah, let me know what you think of this. I mean, I definitely have done a look like this that's similar to this in the past, but I love pink and blue together, especially in a halo eye. I always feel like a grungy clown. I don't know what it is, but I really love it. And this pigment is super pretty. I like, if you look at it under low light, it's really sparkly. It's really pretty. It's just such a bitch to use, you know? It's like I have so many beautiful singles that are pressed and so much easier. But anyway, yeah. Let me know if you like the addition of like actually showing me picking the products. I don't have to continue it, but I definitely can if you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to stick around, I typically upload, I always think I'm not filming. I typically upload 3 to 4 videos a week. And I would love to see you in my next video. Bye.